Someone that moves with those around him. Aisha Yusufu, you know how.
Let me, my own indications that I have to see him. All I can assure you is that as part of it, I support the publication, and Ike will hear from me today. Mine is just for me to say congrats to Ike for writing this, and all other people who were part of them, part of their team, to write more so that other people can read. So while listening to what is happening, we're working hard to build that new Nigeria where we're going to have political parties that will outlive us, that is organized, that will be bigger than the government. Because as is narrated here, we now have a situation where those of us who are fortunate to be in government have helped to ruin the parties. So let us hope that one day we have parties that will be bigger than government, that will run the way parties are run in other nations of the world, and that will be law-abiding. So I thank those who are writing. And I assure you, let us remain committed to building that new Nigeria. Thank you.
Let me take it. My name is Maritina from Arise. Let me take you on this. So we see that Abonyi has been able to gather politicians from across party lines, and the issue is always about the decay within the PDP. I mean, which is also a party that you had even, come out from.
It's not just a decay within the PDP, a decay within the society.
Okay, so
let's see, because it's not the PDP is not isolated from the society. A decay within the society. It's a very simple thing. It's the cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. Simple. It's by the choices you make. What differentiates a successful nation and a failed one is the choices you make, your priorities. Are you investing in the critical areas of development, health, education, and pulling your people out of poverty? Are you doing the right thing? It's a simple thing.
Well, I think Ike is a damn good writer. He's provoked some conversation. We'll think and reason it. But I think the most important thing he said, and I think others who are there also have to learn, is that for you to build sustainable long parties, you have to have the discipline to stay to build your party. You cannot be the ones who hop from one platform to the other and then still be the same one who wonder why you're not building political parties that last. All of those parties that have lasted so many years, they lasted so many years because whatever the situation that they were enduring or they were facing, they understood that the responsibility of leaders is to build, to reform, to stand and repair in view that they are building a platform that can be passed on. Almost every other country in the world, their parties are 100 years and over. We cannot be a nation that insists that every election season you need a new platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
The book is a chronicle of my political life as a reporter of politics. For over 30 years, I've been in journalism. I was in newsroom for over 30 years reporting politics. And then I streamed away from the newsroom to political party. So, and came back to the newsroom.
Yeah, so my question.
The problem is just highlighting the problem of running a political party in Nigeria. The challenges of running a political party in Nigeria. That's what it highlights because
What are the biggest challenges of running political parties?
the biggest challenges of running a political party in Nigeria is funding. That is the biggest challenges. The funding. Any political party that has no proper means of funding cannot go far. And that I learned over the years. And the problem of every political party, including the ruling party, is funding. because they allow government to fund it, allow ordinary people to fund it. So that is the problem. It's the biggest problem. Funding. Until they find the solution to funding, then nobody will be the kingmaker. The people who are the owners of the party will not be the kingmaker. No, my book highlights the challenges of a political party, the mistakes they made, and underscored the fact that democracy cannot work until political parties are stable. If political parties are not stable in this country, democracy cannot work, because you can't run a democracy without a political party. So the book goes to underscore this fact that if we are really serious about democracy in this country, we must find a way of strengthening institutions of parties.
Well, thank you. Yes, I stood in for His Excellency Senator Bala Abdulkader Mohammed, Governor of Bauchi State, who doubles as chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, who himself is a journalist. And so this function that has the role of the PDP in the democratization process of this country in the last 26, 27 years, even if he was not to come here leading the PDP today, he was going to be here as a seasoned journalist before venturing into partisan politics. And so, in his considered opinion, this event is worth all the while for obvious reasons. It's supposed to at least begin to correctly shape the narratives in terms of the effect of journalism in our democracy. You will agree with me that the insight of Ike, being one who has been at the helm of affairs closest to two national chairmen of the party in the running of the affairs of the PDP at very critical times, both when we were in government and when the party was out of government, cannot be overemphasized. Talking about the role expected of journalists as the fourth estate of the realm in governance, you will agree with me that over time, because of the monetization processes of nearly all facets of life of the Nigerian citizens, it's been so watered that what journalists hitherto used to be in putting government at the proper course, we have lost those values. How to revisit it is fundamentally all encaptured in the books as presented today by the reviewer of the book. Now, if you want us to, if you want me particularly to look at party management and funding, that certainly is going to be a whole story for another day, because lack of funds again is essentially the root of why we are almost without any political party in this country. The reigning party is not a party. The APC is just a one-man effect. The PDP, the Labour Party, that essentially are supposed to be opposition parties, we are living witnesses to all that they have had to go through in recent times, for which we cannot say funding is not part of the issues. So, but how can we proffer solutions? We must first of all build our parties along very strict lines of what does a party stand for? What does it represent? First, before you can begin to bring in people. Because a friend once told me there is no clear demarcation between political parties. That is wrong. That's not how parties are built anywhere in the world. So until we clearly define by principles what the parties represent, then the people there can begin to invest in what they believe in. Thank you.